Ladies, today we are addressing the one exercise that humbles everybody. Rear foot elevated split squats. Now, before we do this movement, there are some prerequisites, but let me show you what exactly I am talking about. A rear foot elevated split squat is this exercise here, okay? Now, to do this exercise, I say there are prerequisites because if we look at it, I need a decent amount of quad mobility. I need a decent amount of ankle mobility and overall hip mobility. Why is because if we look at this bottom position, I'm stretched right here. So if I got tight hips, it's gonna be hard for me to get to this bottom position. If I got tight quads, it's gonna be hard for me to get to this position. So we wanna make sure we're adequately stretching and doing mobility here. Now, different ways that you can set up, everyone has their different tips and tricks and hacks. For me personally, I just jump right into it. So if we're looking, we have some people where they'll start here, they may hold something, and you put that foot back, and then now you can adequately lower and go down. So if I go grab, let's say I'm at a gym that has like a foam roller or something, and I go grab this, I can put this here and go back. As far as your foot positioning, it's gonna vary based off of what your goal is. If I'm trying to target more of my quads, my feet are gonna be a little further back because now that allows my knees to travel more forward. So as I go down here, it's gonna be all quad. My chest is upright, this is all quad, but again, you have to have a decent amount of mobility here. Now, if I wanted to do more of my glutes, I'm gonna bring my feet further forward because there's gonna be less traveling at the knee and there's a deeper stretch into the hips. So I'm going down. You see there's not as much knee, but there's a lot of stretching back here. So now when I do this movement, taking some pressure off the knees and we're doing more of the thighs and we're here. If you're thinking to yourself, there's no way that I can do that exercise. There's other ways that we can modify. Let's say if we go to this treadmill, I can't get my foot all the way up there, perfectly fine. Let's do a modified version where I'm here. And now I can go down into this and it's still modified. I'm still getting some of the effects, but my feet just isn't all the way back and high up onto something. And now I'm doing the lunge in this position. So that's one option. Another option, just do a tried and true split squat. Now I have control, right? So I can just do a normal split squat. If I have pain, let me grab one of this treadmill, and now I'm allowed to hold, right? And I can just really focus, take the balance out of it, and I get to just focus on going down and coming up and building my strength. Same thing with the lunge videos that I did in the past. You lean forward, more of your hips. Chest more upright, targeting more of your quads. And that's simple. That's it when it comes to split squats. The things that you need to address, the last video that I did where I worked on hip mobility, where we were on the mat and we did some stretches for our hip region, we did some stretches for our quads. I would do those exercises and make sure that you have a decent amount of hip mobility before you jump into these split squat movements and everything, especially if you're finding them more difficult. And we also want to make sure we're working on like ankle mobility as well. So getting you one of these where we do that calf stretch back here so that I can easily get my knees to travel forward without having tightness in my ankle. So if you do some ankle mobility and some ankle stretching here. But again, overall, it is a challenging exercise. It's gonna take time, it's gonna take repetition. If I was building up, I would literally just start stationary lunge. I get strong here, 3 sets of 10. I get strong, stationary lunge with weight. 3 sets of 10, nice and good. I get strong, perfect. Now let me transition to this thing where my foot is slightly elevated. 3 sets of 10, I'm good. I get strong. Now I add weight, 3 sets of 10, I'm good. I get strong. Over time, now I'm feeling froggy. Let me go to the bench and we build it from there. Cool? That's all I got. If you have any questions regarding split squats, feel free to jump in the community and ask. Peace.